Most people apply for credit building cards because they want a second chance financially. But here's the truth no one tells you. Some starter credit cards can help rebuild your credit history slowly, while others may cost far more than people expect because of fees and high interest rates. In this video, you'll learn exactly how the Verve credit card works in 2026, the biggest pros and cons, who it's designed for, and whether it's actually worth applying for today. Let's start with the basics. The Verve credit card is mainly targeted toward users with bad credit, limited credit history, or people rebuilding after financial mistakes. That's why many applicants consider it after being denied by traditional banks. For example, Alex struggled to qualify for mainstream rewards cards after missing payments years earlier. A starter card gave him a way to begin rebuilding payment history again. Now here's where it gets interesting. The biggest advantage of cards like Verve is accessibility. Approval standards are often more flexible compared to premium travel or cashback cards. But here's the problem. This is where most people fail. They focus completely on getting approved and ignore the total long-term cost of using the card. Some credit building cards may include annual fees, account maintenance fees, or very high interest rates. Those charges can quietly add up month after month if balances are carried regularly. John thought his biggest challenge was simply getting approved. But after carrying debt on the card for several months, he realized the interest and fees made repayment much harder than expected. In a minute, I'll show you the smartest strategy for using starter credit cards without damaging your finances. Before that, let's talk about one important benefit. Responsible credit card usage can absolutely help build payment history over time. That usually means paying on time every single month, keeping balances low, and avoiding maxing out your credit limit. But here's the catch. The card itself does not magically increase your score. Jake opened a starter card, but used nearly all his available limit every month. His credit utilization stayed high, which slowed down his credit improvement. This is why financial habits matter more than marketing promises. Another thing many users ignore in 2026 is competition. There are now more secured cards, fintech apps, and alternative credit building products available than ever before. Some newer options may offer lower fees or extra budgeting tools compared to older subprime cards. Now for the honest answer. Is the Verve credit card worth it in 2026? For users with very limited approval options, it may help establish or rebuild credit history. But it's usually best viewed as a temporary stepping stone rather than a long-term, everyday credit card. The smartest move is using it responsibly while working toward qualifying for lower-fee cards in the future. The key takeaway is simple. Approval alone should never be the reason you choose a credit card. Always compare the fees, interest rates, and long-term value carefully. If you've used the Verve credit card before, comment below with your experience. And subscribe for more honest credit card reviews, budgeting tips,